Who would play you in a movie about your life?
Emmanuel Lewis.
You can play yourself.
They got to be a little vertical challenge. Gary Coleman could have, rest in peace.
Well, they had to start
a
way
moment
back.
of silence. Oh, no, this is a moment of silence for Gary Coleman.
Oh, moment of silence, see. Well, whoever plays you, they would have to start way back to when you were 7. Because is it true you received your first music contract when you were 7 years old?
Yeah.
And your aunt who was raising you turned it down?
Yeah, the lady that adopted me, because I was adopted when I was 4 by a 64-year-old widow. And yeah, she didn't have any kids. And so she raised me. And so when I got that deal, she was like, you ain't doing that, you know? And that was the end of it, you know, and so.
So how did you end up in the music business? Did you ever?
Just playing at church, you know, because she was a church mother, you know what I'm saying? She was on church ladies, and so I started playing the piano, started going to church, but it was really hip-hop and R&B that influenced me. Like, I was a break dancer, my name was Kid Fresh.
Really?
I could spit on my head, yeah, man.
Show us some of your old moves.
Well, you know, there's not a lot of room here.
Bring on the cardboard box.
Bring in the cardboard box. Bring in the cardboard box.
We'll do it in the commercial break.
You got some Coming to America women bringing in the cardboard box. And so, but you know, but what's interesting is that my mom died before she ever heard one song recorded.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, by God's grace, I'm thankful, like, to be here with y'all and her and doing this. You know, this is far beyond what I could have ever imagined.
What do you think she would make of your career and your success?
That's a good question. I really think some songs she would say, oh, boy, that ain't no gospel. You know, some stuff I would think she'd probably think was maybe a little bit too much, but you know, hopefully she'd be proud.
You receive that criticism sometimes initially at the start of your career, but it seems like the gospel world has come around to your sound.
Sometimes you still get it. Like I, you know, can say stuff on Twitter that's not very, you know, churchy sounding stuff I'll say, and then people will just come in. Like I say this phrase that we make God famous, and some people hit me like, no, you don't make it. You know, God's already famous, and I'm like, hold on, boo boo. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying we make God famous, not ourselves. That we're allowed to make God famous.
Gotcha.
And then some people go, oh.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hashtag sorry.
Yeah, hashtag sorry. Hashtag too churchy. You know. Yeah. So, but you know, we understand what we're up against, and we got great young artists like Tasha coming out, and we're very excited about the fact that we're keeping it alive and making God famous.
Now, Tasha, talking about, you know, the authenticity of your music and everything that you've gone through, you've been very open in the past about your addiction to drugs, cocaine, and your troubled childhood that you had to go through. But a lot of people think you're a preacher's kid. So how could that be possible? What was it that led you down that dark path, and what was the turning point for you that brought you out?
Well, yeah, I am a preacher's kid. My parents have pastored for 17 years. And a lot of people think because who your parents are, who you're connected to, that you don't have struggles and you don't have issues and things that you go through in life. Well, experiencing molestation at a young age and being overdeveloped and having all of these attention from different men and not having questions and not knowing why. Like, why am I getting this attention, and this is supposed to be my uncle? You know, and in my mind, all girls my age were going through that. I didn't know that it was something wrong at that time until I got older, and I found out that that wasn't right. You know, and so because of all of that and just not wanting to face it and not being able to come forward, you know, you don't want your grandmother to know that. You don't want to destroy the family. You don't want to you come forward and seem like you're the person that destroyed the family. And so being an adult now, yeah, but now, you know, God has given me courage, you know, and other women are being helped because of my testimony. So I tell it wherever I go, and I'm not ashamed of it, and I don't have any guilt or, you know, any shame. God has brought me out, and I'm happy.
Wow. Which made us really connect so much more because, you know, she was very transparent with her life, and, you know, I've been the same way, you know, just telling people my struggles or what I've gone through, you know, from being adopted to, you know, whether it's incest in our family, being very, you know, very introduced to a lot of sexual things as a little boy, you know, that really destroyed my life. And so as she talked, I'm thinking, man, you know, I can really relate to your honesty, because I believe in honesty, because as I talk, I heal as I reveal, you know, and so and I'm just very proud of her as a woman standing and speaking for so many, you know, women and men that are ashamed. Because in church, you know, sometimes in church you're told to be quiet, and you know, and it's not be quiet. But the word be quiet is like, oh, well, you know, God will just, right. But God can only heal what we reveal. You know, I mean, we have to confess before he can even come into our lives. Yeah. And so if we're told to be quiet, then all you're doing is suppressing. Yeah. You know, and so you never get you never get the medicine that you need.
So real quick, for those that have gone through certain situations like you all, what is the key to actually getting it out and admitting and, you know, coming to grips with what happened?
Reveal.
Yeah.
Like you said,
No
you know,
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
accepting that, yes, this happened to me. And for me, I had to come to grips with, I'm not a victim.
Yeah.
Yes, I was molested. Yes, I was raped. All of that stuff happened to me. Yes, I was on drugs. I'm not ashamed. I'm not a victim. And I'm not the sum total of everything that has happened to me in my
No
life.
doubt.
I live my life in victory. And I'm free. I have a husband and I have 2 boys. And I'm raising them with the knowledge of, yes, this happened to me. So now, if that situation presents itself, you'll know what that looks like.
No doubt.
I can't wait to hear more of your testimony on your
Yes.
upcoming album.
Yeah.
That's
It's full of it.
brighter
Yes.
note. Let's
Yes.
talk about the tour. So
Yeah.
where can we see you all?
We're at the, I believe it's called the Gramercy Theater tonight.
But they can't come
It's
because
sold
it's sold out.
Hey, New York.
I like that.
All right.
But you'll be going to some
Did you
other
see that
cities.
move?
Yeah.
Did you see that
Sold
move?
out.
Did you like that move?
His voice cleared up. Really?
I know, right?
Did you hear that?
He's like, oh, it's sold out.
Where's my camera?
Well, what other cities can we go to see you in?
We don't know because it's sold out all over. Let's see. You can. Let's see.
Orlando, Dallas,
okay.
Houston.
All
They
over
just
the
added
country.
Chicago first week in August, I believe, August 4th.
You've got
So,
L.A.
yeah,
you've
San
got
Diego.
San Diego. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Great
Well, we'll
tour.
try to catch it where it's not sold out.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yep. It was a bounce too.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
And the
you
album
so
drops in August, right?
August 5th. It's called Here Right Now.
All
Here
right.
now.
Congratulations
Well, thank
to
you
both
for
of
being
you.
here
Thank
right
you.
now, both of you. And please come
I
back
like that.
anytime.
Yes.
I like
it.
how you did that.
Thank you for blessing us. And we like to say now.
But he did. But he did.
What a bounce. What a bounce. And we'll be
That's
right back with
hilarious.
more Rise Entertainment 360.